Oh, how are you?
Comfy.
Okay.
Clean.
It's 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. What do we do today?
We had our celebration.
Oh yeah, that was today.
But it was inside. It wasn't outside at the park, so it kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was a bummer. Kind of like deflated the energy of being outside. I was super excited about. It deflated my energy a little bit.
I was excited too, but I mean,
It was still a good workout. I feel
yeah,
like
it was
hyped
really,
to
really
be there.
good. It was really hyped.
It's a good workout.
It was good. I always like those types of workouts too, because there's not like a ton that I have to like do. It's more just like encouragement for them, and I like having like a switch up from like coaching technical movements to like encouragement, more like you can do it,
Cheerleading
just finish
sometimes.
it. Yeah,
There's a difference
fun.
between coaching and cheerleading sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
but
good to
it's-
do both. Like,
gotta have balance.
you know, balance.
It's all about balance.
All the balance. So thank you everybody who came out 3 years.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Super fun.
What did you eat this week?
What did I eat this week?
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
What did you eat this week?
I had pizza,
Where from where?
Domino's,
Why?
because I was tired and I didn't want to cook. And I said In-N-Out Burger, but you said pizza.
Yeah, I was not gonna go to In-N-Out.
So,
Domino's was
that
just
was you.
closer.
That was you.
Yeah.
And then I had tacos from, what's that place called?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. I think I only had 5, but it felt like I had 10.
Mm-hmm. Those
that
don't
one
make you feel good.
That one really messed me up.
Those will mess you up.
That messed me up more than the pizza.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you hold it a little higher? You're like holding it right on my chin.
I
And
can't.
I don't like that position.
Well, the pillow's not cooperating.
And then we're good.
We're good.
And then you brought home donuts on Friday.
Oh,
we had
yeah,
Chipotle like
twice.
twice this week.
Twice.
And then you brought home donuts on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then on this morning, Gracie walked in with like 2 big boxes and bags of donuts. And I'm like, no, but I have to eat them because I'm bulking. And I love donuts.
Bulking, you just have to have so much food. And sometimes if you don't supplement with garbage food, it's like you're eating nothing but
And I
giant
don't
bowls of oatmeal and like...
see. I love oatmeal so much.
Okay, yeah, well, of course, but like... You're just eating all the things you eat on a
Shred.
just in multiple gigantic quantities.
Big quantities.
Oh,
It's a lot. But I don't mind having like a donut.
yeah, the problem is 4
I
donuts.
don't mind having Chipotle once. I don't mind having Domino's, even pizza, like just a couple times or once. But to have them all within the week and it was just like boom, 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 boom. I have felt so bad at the gym the past 2 days. I'm like, I need chicken and rice. Protein.
What'd you watch this week?
I
You
think-
watched, what?
What?
You watched the Game Night.
Oh, that was last night. Yeah.
Game Night movie.
That's a funny movie.
If you guys haven't seen Game Night,
If you
it's
haven't
pretty
seen
fun.
that, you should go watch it.
Game Night's pretty good.
And then
We watched that She's Just Not That Into You movie.
we have to finish that. We haven't finished that yet.
It's on Netflix. Try that one. It's alright.
I just don't like it. Like, there.
What else?
Did
Did we watch TV?
I think we watched Mind Pump a little bit this week on YouTube.
I mean, like entertainment
Oh,
at night.
at night we watched Ballers on Sunday. That's like a week ago.
Ballers.
That
Last
was the
season.
finale.
And usually watch Insecure, but no Insecure. Just sad. I thought we had another episode, but it's over.
I know what else we watched this week.
What?
Zach and Miri make a porno.
Zach and Mary make a porno. I'd never seen this before.
This was so funny. You've never seen that until now.
No.
It was, and I haven't seen it for like years, so it was funny to watch.
That was probably the best thing we've watched this week.
That literally was so much fun. It was hilarious.
So watch Zach and Mary? Myra?
No, Miri. Zach
Miri?
and Miri.
Miri? Myra?
No, it's not
Doesn't matter.
Myra, it's Miri.
That's what we watched this week. And then I tried to watch Blade Runner, the new Blade Runner, 2049 Blade Runner, whatever it is. But we need a soundboard for the TV still.
Wah, wah.
What are you good at?
Sleeping.
No, you suck at sleeping.
But when I can sleep at night,
You don't sleep. Like, you
No.
sleep hard if you go to sleep, and then you don't wake up until 10 a.m.
but I don't like to take naps.
Well, you're not good at sleeping then. You're not good at every aspect of sleep. Napping is a form of sleep. So if you can't commit to that, then I don't know
I
if you're in
know.
the top 10 of sleepers.
I don't need to be in the top 10. I'm a really good sleeper at night. Like when I go to bed,
Who's the best sleeper you know who can just like
my
sleep?
sister.
Kelly. I think Nicola is the best sleeper right now.
He sleeps on his floor.
He can sleep on he can just like sleep.
I can do that when I'm like super duper tired.
I couldn't do that if I was super duper tired. I wouldn't be able to sleep on the floor.
My sister is by far the best sleeper I know.
Kelly can sleep, huh?
She has like the curtains in her room, right? This is my parents' house. But then she'll put like a blanket on top of the curtain rod so that it becomes like pitch black in there and you can't tell if it is like day out. Like there is no sign of sunlight coming in that room. And then she sleeps with like 10 blankets. No, not 10. Like 5 blankets on top of her. When I was there this summer, I was like, hey, Kel, can I borrow another blanket? Because it's kind of cold in the basement. Because my parents love the house, like, super cold. Winter, summer, doesn't matter. And I was there in the summer, and I slept in the basement. Because we have, like, a finished-off room in the basement, too. People in Texas don't have basements. It's really weird. That was, like, the weirdest thing when I came here. I was like, y'all don't have basements? It's weird. Anyways, I wanted to borrow a blanket, and she was like, no, I have to have that one. And I have to have that one. And that one. I was like... You have like 4 or 5 blankets on top, and they're not like skinny blankets. They're like quilts and a comforter and another like throw blanket. I'm like, oh my God, aren't you hot? I sweat with one quilt.
So you still think you're good at sleeping?
At nighttime,
That's just okay.
I think I'm also... I was thinking about this the other day. I think I am really good at feeling what other people feel. Like empathy.
You think so?
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day.
Why do you say that?
Because I think about like all the situations that like whether it's with kids or whether it's with clients or whether it is with family members and I'm like listening to their stories, I always think, or even in movies, I always put myself in that person's like position. I always like think like, what would it be like to be them?
Yeah, I get that. I think I'm good at knowing what people need.
Mm-hmm. You need to become a psychologist.
But I don't know if I think... Does that allow me to use my strength of
Just a very,
knowing what people need.
but you're really good at listening to people and then like
I need to
helping them.
learn more about what a shrink actually does for people,
You should.
or a therapist, or
Can you
like,
get
I think
like
there's
a
so many
license
avenues.
online?
I don't know.
You should do it.
I should. I don't see why not. But I need to figure out how I can deliver people what they need.
Yeah.
What they need, not what they want. It's two different things.
But you're really good at helping them with that because I see it all the time. And you find a spot with people that people like only think about inside their head and don't actually say out loud. And then you say it out loud for them and they're like, yeah, sure, you just nailed me. Like you get them. And it's like it's crazy.
Suffocating.
It's crazy though to watch their reaction because they're like, oh my gosh.
But some people
I
just
know.
react to it so not greatly.
Well, that's because they're
they don't
emotional.
they don't want to deal with that part yet.
Well, that's because they're still in their emotions about it.
But I have to figure out a way to like.
I saw it twice this week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but suffocating that part is like, it's one thing if you don't have to create your livelihood on suffocating people's things out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, fitness is just a proxy to like people's hearts or like people's brains, right? It's just a way to get to that tough conversation of like, you need to think about this, or you need to work on this aspect of your life, or like it leads into just life coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And fitness is just a way to break you down and like get you tired or get you in a state where you're like out of your regular state, like sweating and gross and like hot and nasty and like just raw, which leads to like you being able to express yourself in a way
And you
that's
release
not
all those endorphins too, so your body feels this like
release.
release of like stress and worries and anxiety, and then you're just like,
It's a raw person.
oh, I just have to let this out. And that's what happened this week twice, and yeah. It's just crazy how it all connects. Like fitness is so much more than just lifting weights. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And I never saw it that way until like even like a few months ago, like really like being mindful of it.
It's the brain.
And really this past week though too, like going different places and visiting different places like we did.
Mm-hmm.
It really opened up my mind to like what we're doing is not just working out. It's so much more than that. And the places that we go to and visit, sometimes it's like, oh, it gives me like a reality check. Like, not every place is doing or has what we have.
And I think it's because of that we have the idea that it's more than just fitness,
Mm-hmm.
which is the reason why it feels like more than just fitness.
Yeah. You said it best the other day. You were like, fitness is not our whole life. It's just a part of our life.
Yeah.
And for some people, it is their whole life, and they just become obsessed with it. And it's like
And a lot
all
of-
they
yeah.
live and breathe. And it's like, bro, there's so much more to that.
But that's who gets a lot of like love in the fitness industry. Like, because if you make it like all of your life,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can like really change your aesthetics or change like your body and like change like everything about yourself. That's why I will never be like just so extremely shredded or like really super bodybuilder or like, you know, 2% body fat, because I just feel that there's more. I know that my fitness is leading me to how to improve on my brain and like how to improve my lifestyle, not to just make it an aesthetic thing, right?
Yeah.
It's not just that, because once you take it to that far, it then becomes an unhealthy thing. Once you take it to that extreme, like it becomes
you're an
a
obsession.
thing. Yeah.
And that's all you think about. And it's like, there's so much more to life than just that one thing.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. Like, thinking about fitness in a whole new way, it like changes the way you think about like life and like opportunities and like how to work and like just how to live. It's so much different.
Because when you are put in a nasty, hard situation where you have like you have to lift a heavy weight, or you have to push, or you have to like run an extra thing even though you're dead tired or exhausted. It teaches you that you can accomplish it even though it's not something you feel like you're desiring to do in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel good to like push through another one even though you know it's the right thing, right? That's just the life lesson of you have to do things even though they don't feel good because you know it will help you long term. That's the essence of fitness. Like, that's it.
It is. Tis, Bo, tis.
What do you want to leave the people with?
I
Chase.
don't. I got like double chins on me. You are not a good angler on a video camera. Wow. Wow, Bo. Wow.
What do you want to leave the people with? Jay's thought?
Jay's thought. It's time for bed. Okay.
This is taking too long.
Bo, you don't know how to hold a camera just like you don't know how to put captions on a story on Instagram because you put them on my face. Okay. Jay's thought for the end of the night is you have one life. Uno. What are you going to do with it? One. You could die tomorrow. You could die in a week. Would you be happy with what you have accomplished or what you're doing right now?
Would you?
If I were to die in a week, I would be a lot more happy now than I was than I was like a year ago in what I was doing. Have I done all of what I want to do yet? No. But I think some of that takes time. And I think that the harder that I work, I don't think the harder I work, less good things will happen. Just some food to feast your brain on.
Food.
I don't know.
Super right.
What's your thought that you want to leave people with? Wait. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Go.
What?
No, go.
I think for me, and I think for a lot of people, if the best way to conquer anxiety and stress is to take action. So if you have to start like a big essay, or there's some goal that you want to attain, if you just start and do one little thing towards it, it takes away a lot of anxiety and like angst. If you just start making progress towards that thing, like, or you send that text message you're supposed to, or you have the hard conversation, or you just start like that website, like just buy the domain for it, or whatever it is, like just taking one little tiny step towards it somehow takes away like tension and stress, and like it takes weight off of your shoulders by starting something. So take away your stress and start on whatever it is.
Booyah. That was a good one.
We out. Bedtime.
We gotta watch the movie first.
What? Blade Runner?
No. The other one. She's just not that into you. Hilarious.
I'm just not into that movie.